The following program is a production of the Backyard Broadcasting Network.
Wait, can we have DJ names?
Yeah. That would be a great idea. I want to sit in that chair.
Wait, y'all, how long is this promo?
Doesn't matter.
You already know what the deal is. I got dibs on it.
I think it already started.
Yo, coming to you live. This is the Writeous Hour.
Spoken word, interviews, music, and more.
Yo, coming to you live. This is the Writeous Hour.
Spoken word, interviews, music, and more.
I hereby pledge to write, recite, and ignite words to set fire to souls. Let my rhymes make lines wrap around the writer's block, till I scribble my way back to the page entry and flow ink on a stage wig. I give myself permission to jot through the journals of my mind, to find that divine shine and be forever righteous.
Yo, this is DJ Q Squared, and this is the Writeous Hour, and it's time to check in.
It's Jim.
It's your boy, CEO.
Finger wave. And we're missing a few, but that's okay. So to check in, what's been up?
Well, CEO, I've been getting back up in the studio. You already know, coming out with another mixtape. It's on the way. Coming dummy soon.
What's the title of it?
Gonna be called In the Black, a CEO mixtape.
Oh, like not in the red, but in the black.
Yeah.
I get that. Cause whenever you in the red,
Yeah, when you in the red, you
down
yeah.
bad.
Yep.
Is the black good?
Yeah, like Black Friday, you get stuff for free, or not for free, but sales and stuff. But some of us took some AP testing. That was hard.
Yeah, I had an AP English exam, and I'm pretty sure I fell asleep on the essay portion.
What?
You fell asleep.
Well, yeah, I
dozed off.
didn't feel like writing an essay. No, I'm just kidding.
I was
gonna say, you almost got me there.
Nah,
You almost
I can't
got
go to
me.
sleep on the essay.
That's all. It was an exam too. You went to sleep.
Wow.
Yeah.
CEO, how was your AP test?
I've taken 2 so far. I've taken AP US and now I've taken AP Lane. AP US, that was kind of hard, but it was kind of easy at the same time. I don't know how I did on it. I think I did kind of bad on it. I think I got a 3 out of 5.
That's good. Ain't that a 70?
60. Wait, 20,
No,
40,
that's
that's
no,
a
no. To get
different
credit
grade.
for the class, you gotta get a 3.
Oh.
All right, you are listening to the Writeous Hour.
I asked my mother, why do you cry? She said, your brother, he just died. Said I told him not to go outside, yeah. Said he had to fight for his country's rights, because the war is not over until you hear peace, love, and silence. Because the war is not over until there's peace, love, and you hear silence. I smell gunpowder. Oh, I smell gunpowder. Oh.
It's been a long time coming. The words spill out of my mouth. 400 hyenas in the flat fields running. Their gas was burning. Stick up kids with ropes and knives. Try to box me in, but never broke my drive. I smell it, it's in the air. Gunpowder piercing the flesh, it's my confessional. So bump, who cares? I mention what I want, you giving ridiculous points. My lyrical mineral travel through bacterial swamps. Eyes wide, I slept, my man had ran up on me with totes. Reiterated the words in my head, I never been broke. Sweating profusely cause I'm hot, blood staining the boat. Venture back to the Amistad, releasing my kinfolkers. Vomit on my clothes, I start to come out of my clothes. Running with this sword fetish, drove it through the center with vengeance like I'm Jerome Bettis. See, I won't let us be enslaved in our mentalities. Harpooners tied us hand in hand, we travel from land to land. Catch up before you soon seek, and remember the Juneteenth. I woke up in cold sweats, my dome wet from labor of mine. Unveiled my troops, blocked the sun and strayed away from the lime. These are the perilous times, I take a breath to remind. Dreams nursed aside, never go blind. They say these are repressed desires, modern day slaves, cotton picking not existing for Lexus and tires. My youth wasn't pretty for my scope on the hood, toe tagging and novice sluts, shorties pumping that good. Started hustling my sugar sweets through junior high and bulk, graduated to sticky skunk, Ziploc pounds in the trunk, I got drunk. Fogged my vision, lost focus, caught a glimpse of my dream, fade, spoiling on my hocus opus. Yo, I got dreams to see my siblings accept their degrees like Tommy, Smith and John Carlos, raise my fifths and my seeds. My nightmares share scenes of my death. I caught 14 in my chest, pour my heart over a track, make sure there's something left. With a dagger, the death, the swagger.
Welcome to the Righteous Hour. We have a special guest. My name is CEO Narelle.
It's Jim.
And who's our guest?
Man, it's me, Big Bro, internationally known, Osiris the God. I'm in here. Right here, right now.
This a living legend right here. All right. So we're going to do a little cues with CEO and Jim. All right, Jim, start us off.
All right, question number 1. How long have you been writing poetry?
Man, I've been writing poetry since I was a child, man. Been doing that. You know, I got started when I was in elementary, just kind of as like a little way to express myself. So I've been pretty much doing, I'm going to say, man, most of my life I've been doing this, man. You know, I've always been involved in the arts, you know?
Oh, yeah. Then, so like, you used to be a part of Foreign Tongues, right?
Yeah.
What's Foreign Tongues?
Yeah, Foreign Tongues is the #1 group. I think my pop's up in it. But
yeah.
So like,
I'm one of the founding members of Foreign Tongues, right? Man.
So talk about that, how that was working in a group and how you got started with it.
Already, man, you know what I'm saying? Back in the day, man, I used to do my thing, man, at this spot called Mediums. I was the host, whatever, and that's how I kind of got my name up in the city, man, just going to crushing on open mics, eventually becoming the host, promoter, artist, man, and a touring artist. And so I linked up with Apollo, and we at first had this group called Pens, Pads, and Pennies. It was me, Apollo, this guy named Jay Book, who's an actor and a poet, and a guy named Rinsky. So we went down and competed at Southern Fried in Charlotte. It wasn't Charlotte, it was Durham. Man, it was cool. And but we felt, we felt incomplete going down there, like we weren't really prepared. So when we came back, it was like, yo, we need to get this group together. So we knew we had to get the missing pieces. So then me and Apollo approached Ron Mack, Coffee, and TJ Madell. And that's when we became Foreign Tongues. We even had a whole little process where we threw out names, and, you know what I'm saying, Foreign Tongues was the thing that everybody liked. And then, Ron Mack came with the logo, and then that's when we started doing our thing around the city and became the hottest group in the state,
Yeah. #2 in the nation.
Yeah, man. I'm one of the founders of that, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some of these pieces they still do. Big Bro had a part in writing them. You know what I'm saying?
All right, next question is...
All right, so like, what do you normally write about?
Man, I write about my history, man. I talk about, growing up, being black. I talk about my past as far as like me playing around in the streets. I talk about, I got a lot of social commentary. I'm always talk about what's going on and what's prominent in the news, or what the news won't tell us, because, a lot of times as black people, we get lost in the sauce. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things even get lost in translation. You know what I'm saying? So I could come and break it down to you, like they tell you, drive-by shooting, innocent victim killed. I could tell you the backstory behind that. I'm going to tell you why they drive by on the block and why they do what they do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm going to tell you who got shot and how innocent they were and what they really was about in the community. So that's what I do, man. I tell the story under the story a lot of times, man,
Okay, I know that you rap and you big in hip-hop, so what do you think is the major difference between spoken word poetry and rapping?
Not a whole lot. Not a whole lot. You got different type of poets, you got different type of rappers. One thing I'm going to say, man, hip-hop was born for the people who didn't have, they was born for that, that outlet, you know what I'm saying? Disco was crazy. Back when they was going in the clubs and disco back in the day, it was crazy money to get in them clubs. You got to have stylish rags on, everything. And so hip-hop was like, man, we from the street. We got our own style. We don't need a club. We can take it to the park. We can take it to the basement. We can use an old barbershop. We can do anything.
Yeah.
All we need is 2 turntables. And we got a party going on. But so poetry is, rap ain't nothing but rhythm and poetry. Mm-hmm. So that's what it is, man. It started with the Watts Prophets, Lost Poets.
That's what rap stands for?
Yes. rhythm and poetry.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and so that's where it come from. The last poets, the Watts prophets, you know what I'm saying? All of that. And so the thing about it is, man, the same way Lil Yachty is a rapper, Kendrick Lamar is a rapper. The same way I do what I do, you got some poets that don't do nothing but funny poems. And there might not be a whole lot of literary substance in it, but it's a substance to what they do. It's a talent to what they have. So you just got to realize, man, hip-hop can always be evolving, poetry the same way. They basically, they step-brothers, step-sisters, basically.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Who would you say is one of your greatest influences?
Your top people.
Man, as a poet, Sonny Patterson, Jessica Caramore, you know what I'm saying? Them two of my favorite poets. You know, Saul Williams, too, as well.
Jessica Caramore came to Central High School.
I love her. She's a
months
goddess.
ago.
She's a goddess, man. Sonny Patterson, too. Man, hip-hop, my favorite rapper is Nas. I fool with Chance the Rapper real tough.
Hey, I like
Man, you know what I'm saying? I even like Kodak Black, man. When he came out with that Project Baby back in there, I was like, man, it sounds like some old Cash Money. So I'm a fan of it all, but man, overall, my biggest influence, man, Nas, Black Thought, and hip-hop. So that's what I'm gonna say.
Well, thank you so much.
Yes,
It's been a great interview.
Yeah.
And you are listening to
The Writeous Hour.
Big bro, love you.
Yeah.
Already, man, that was cool.
All right, this is The Writeous Hour, and today we're going to be doing our Q's with Q session, our interview session, and we're going to be interviewing someone who I know on a very, 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 very personal level, and who is also a very, very, very interesting person. It happens to be my younger sibling, Tegan Embrielle Williams. Woo woo! All right, so Tegan Embrielle Williams, what is the title of your poem that you're going to be performing for us today?
Well, first I want to say thank you for interviewing me. This is an honor.
Oh, you're so sweet. So what is your title?
My Real Family.
All right.
How do you know when something is fake or real? Is it how you act or how you feel? How do you know if love is true? Is it what you say or what you do? What is a family? Mine is real to me. Who cares if mine adopted me? Chose me. Mom, Chauncey, and me.
Oh my gosh, that was so beautiful.
It's okay. Do you need a tissue?
I think I do. Can you hand me one?
No, thank you.
Oh, I'll just do it on your shirt. Okay. All right. Excuse me. Sorry, guys. For all you listening, I had a moment there. So, Tegan Embrielle Williams, what is that poem about? I love the storyline. What is that? What is that about?
Well, it's about my lifetime and what I go through and letting people know that I was adopted and that this wonderful family chose me to come live in their home.
And eat up all their food as well. All right, so
Excuse me?
how long have you been writing poetry?
Actually, I'm new to poetry. I just started like a little bit ago.
Okay, and what are your poems usually about?
I write about my lifetime or my family or how I feel on a certain day.
Okay, so that's cool that you're able to put your personal feelings into your poem. So, what inspires you to write poetry?
Whew, that's an interesting question. Because I think my family inspires me, or, in quotation marks, my friends.
Your friends? Girl, I heard that. You better go head on, girl. Do it. You better do it.
Work.
Okay, so when you're writing a piece, how do you prepare mentally for a piece? Like what do you do before you write a piece of poetry?
Well, whatever comes to my mind, I write it down. But if it doesn't sound right, I erase it or I change the words.
Okay, it's good that you're able to edit your poetry at a young age. That's good that you're starting early to develop your own style and you're able to know when something doesn't sound right. And I think that is a good skill. And if you keep it up, who knows? You might end up like your brother one day.
No, thank you.
All right. So what do you think about performing poetry?
It allows me to come out my shell and express myself.
Express yourself.
Myself, girl, I told you.
I'm a guy, but that's okay. Where was the first place you performed?
The first place I performed my first poem was at the House of Art.
Okay, I know that place. Shout out to Chris James. And yeah, so we went down there and tore up the mic, and when Tegan finished her poem, the mic was literally on fire because it was lit up in there. How did you feel when you performed for the first time at the House of Art in front of a crowd?
I felt like everyone was staring at me and that they were going to judge me on my poem. But then, when I walked on stage, they cheered me on.
Girl, I heard that. And it's always good to remember, especially in settings with poetry, it's a judgment-free zone, and you can be comfortable in your own skin. You don't have to worry about being yourself. So make sure that you remember that when you go to different places that you might be performing in. So,
thank you.
Of course. So, what things make your poetry special?
Whew. The fact that I write my own poems and no one helps me out. It comes from the heart.
And whose heart does it come from?
It comes from Tegan's heart.
Say it with your chest.
It comes from Tegan's heart.
There you go. All right. So, poets sometimes have certain spots they go to when they write. Where do you go when you write?
Well, I get in trouble for this, but teacher, I go in the corner in the classroom when we're reading.
Well, at least you're making use of your time, but try not to get in trouble for expressing your creative gift. What other things do you do besides poetry? Do you have any other talents or hobbies?
I create things, put things together. Mainly, I recycle useless things and make them into better things. My recent project is a tiny house, which I'm finished with, but I'm working on my next project.
Okay. And I heard your brother, Q Squared, is pretty good at what he does, but so are his friends, so are his colleagues, the Righteous Poets. So, that being said, how does it feel to be around such talented individuals?
Well, to my brother, whatever floats your boat. I feel phenomenal because I get to be around these wonderful, experienced teens who are great at what they do.
All right. So that is going to conclude our interview session for Q's with Q. You are listening to the Righteous Hour, and I want to say thank you so much to my younger sister Tegan for taking the time out of her busy schedule to take the time to do this interview. Tegan, we really appreciate you very much.
Thank you.
All right. You are listening to the Righteous Hour.
Incoming
9 o'clock, clock in. 10 o'clock, I put the work in. 11, I'm still working. Repeat the process to the AM. 9 o'clock, clock in. 10 o'clock, I put the work in. 11, I'm still working. Repeat the process to the AM. Hey. Working hard in the after hours. Told my mom what she want is ours. Been working 24/7. Every day is a graveyard shift, but man, it is what it is. I make overtime to live. Y'all taking naps, man, I'm taking risks. Sleeping on me, I don't know what sleep is. Been working hard, what day it is. Motel 6 in the office. I'm always up, I'm nocturnal. Treat these other rappers like urinals. I'm the beast in the game, you're unbearable. You're terrible, you're horrible. Hey, God, here is a miracle. Back to the money, it's addictive and I'm incurable. 9 o'clock, clock in. 10 o'clock, I put the work in. 11, I'm still working. Repeat the process to the AM. 9 o'clock, clock in. 10 o'clock, I put the work in. 11, I'm still working. Repeat the process to the AM. Hey. Pop say I'm never home. Sis say I die alone. But I'm moving just as the clock ticks along. January to January. Young CEO, I'm legendary. You can't even talk to my secretary. Even in your life, you're secondary.
Think of me as a role model. When you look at me, you need to change the toggle. I'm drowning in cash, I forgot the goggles. Your main girl fill up on my nozzle. Got a blast, I just hit the throttle. Yeah, I was behind, you love to follow. Eat my dust, just don't swallow. Young CEO. I should've peeped game when you said Simon. 9 o'clock, clock in. 10 o'clock, I put the work in. 11, I'm still working. Repeat the process to the AM. 9 o'clock, clock in. 10 o'clock, I put the work in. 11, I'm still working. Repeat the process to the AM. Hey. Whew. I done did I've been working since I don't even know when. Hey Siri, what time is it?
The time is 3:48 a.m. CEO. I see another late night at the office. Getting your family out the struggle so all of them can have as many bands as you. You are the greatest rapper to touch the microphone. Incoming call CEO.
All right now, Queen. You're up, girl.
Yeah, go in, boo. Started out with 1 word on my page, then it turned to 4. With all the excitement and adrenaline, I began to write more and more. I couldn't stop. Words flowing from my pen to my page and not even a single thought. But then day became night, and I remember Pops used to say lights off, so I night lighted up and wrote in the dark, pen moving in a rapid motion for each word I say. And as my eyes drifted faintly, my words became clear as day. So I shared it with people who I trusted, and they laughed and they mocked me and threw it in the dust. And so I wrote and rewrote and tried again to please who, not me, but them. My words, they changed so they were mine no more. But only then they decided to open the door. They included me because I was speaking what they wanted to hear. And in that moment, it became clear. They didn't want to hear the truth. That night, I dreamed that they accepted and respected me for who I am and the words that I speak. My poetic words made them wonder. My unspoken thoughts made them understand. That it was not for me nor for them, it was for him that I do it. And as the last words flicked off my lips, they started to scream. And as I got up, I noticed they were screaming for me. So when I awoke, that's just what I did. I made them listen. I showed them the reason I live. And I watched as the content of my words put expressions on their faces. And I watched as their ready eyes moved to the curving of my nipples. And I noticed that at first, they fought my words, they called it whack. They booed my name, put it in a paper sack, lit fire to it, and threw it on my porch. But now that's either I hold the torch for my words so intellectually spoken. My scheme around my flow is not broken, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. And it's only because of his grace that he gave that I am able to move from stage to stage. Only wish Pops lived to see this day. But then I remember Pops saying that the dream of mine was 1 in a million. But look at me now, Pop, spreading my words in front of billions. Everyone, all of them calling my name. No care in the world how I do it to fame. But all of a sudden, that billion became 1. It was Pops. He told me to get up. Daylight shining through my window. I had died and went to heaven, it seemed. But then I realized it was just a dream.
Yeah! Okay,
Ooh.
Queen. Okay, Queen.
In Japanese culture, reaching 88 years of age is a lifetime accomplishment. The character for the number 8 means open. Upon turning 88, one will open up their lives and embark on a new journey. According to my grandma, she's been 88 for the past 3 years. But now, we all know she's finally got 1 month left until her birthday. And I just want to finish this for her while she's young. Oba-chan e, kokoro kara. Dear Grandma, from my heart. You were at the hospital when I was born. There must have been something about 3 generations being in one room that made history seem tangible. So easy to touch, so easy to hold. There had to have been something about my baby cries that murmured the future, because every time I talk to you now, there's something about your whisper that just screams my ancestry, you see. My grandmother's frail fingers casually carried 87 years of her life, and her arthritis tells stories. Her index finger, crooked and gracefully, points me down memory lane to a time when I first saw her dance, first saw her hands painless, holding a traditional Japanese fan, moving crowds like wind, a 5-foot tsunami dressed in a kimono, face paint and culture. How beautiful to be able to tell stories with no microphone, no literary devices, just a choreographed version for a love for this stage and a connection to the people. It is a love that runs through my blood, free as 1,000 paper cranes, free as a cherry blossom in the spring, free As her ring finger without those rings, I've come to believe that a wrinkle is worth more than a diamond could ever be, cause her 3 marriages have died, but her pride still grows in her follicles. That's why her hair waves like a Japanese flag on the side of a kamikaze jet, knowing her life will crash on American soil. The other night, she held me tight, cried and said she was ready to die, but something inside told me she's not quite ready yet. But what do I say? What can one possibly say about life to a person who has seen the smirk on death's face? Her arthritis comes from his firm handshake. Her knuckles are too weak to open a jar, but still strong enough to carry her sanity in her palms. For the last 8 years I've lived with her. I woke up to her prayers and fell asleep to her cooking. She would mend a rice ball like a broken heart and feed it to me in case I ever needed another one in my chest. I recently noticed her feet are deformed from dancing on top of decades. I used to think we took our shoes off to help keep the house clean, but it's really to respect the land she walks on and remind myself this is not a nursing home. My daily dialogue is her assisted living now. I know why she always wants to make me food, because watching me grow helps her feel more alive. You were at the hospital when I was born, so count on me to be there for you when you die, Obacha. You have choreographed my respect for elders, and as long as I'm breathing, I will be dancing behind your face paint. Fuck when you're gone. I want to remember you now. I want to walk through your wrinkles, get drunk off the wine you sip out of hourglasses every night, and bend my future arthritically but beautifully so that my life will remind others of your ring finger. I asked my mother, what's the one thing she would say about hers? She said, she has experienced war. She has experienced lots and lots of struggles, you know. But she never be defeated.
Ooh, snap. It's about to go down.
Can you tell me why? Every time I step outside, I see my people die. I'm letting you know that it ain't no gun they make that can kill my soul. My mother told me not to press play. She looked at me and said, there's nothing you can get out of. There's no good you can feel from watching the police kill another black male, okay? So I said, okay, and I went on my way, but as the hashtag spread, I got more and more mad. I got more and more sad that he was dead. It put everything into perspective as I was lying in my bed. It put everything into perspective as I was imagining it being my brother, cousin, uncle, grandfather, father in my head, which would be the day I dread. It put everything into perspective as I watched how he bled. Hashtag Black Lives Matter I read as everyone commented on these videos and said, but we are going nowhere. How are we being led? This movement isn't moving. This world isn't changing. Racism still isn't fading. We are all just waiting. We are all just shaking. We are all afraid, and it's pretty degrading. I'm just a teenager contemplating why people are how they are, and why people take things so far, and why people have so much hate. We are all a part of the human race. How can they not see the pain on our face is permanently stained? This was going to be a list poem, where I list all the names of police brutality cases against the black race, but the list went down the page. Instead, it's a lost poem, where I'm lost and afraid and sad and mad and hopeless because I honestly can't imagine the day where death isn't dependent on your race. And I don't mean to give up, but I give up. I'm sorry to put y'all down, but how can I lift y'all up? But I suppose it's people like me who complain on and on but don't make the slightest difference. But then there's people like some who don't complain at all and don't make a difference at all. Everyone has a choice. Complain or not complain, stand up or sit down, spark something or blow it out. Through challenging it all, keep going or stay down when you fall. And then there's y'all, the listeners. Which side is your call? Can you tell me why? Every time I step outside, I see my people die. I'm letting you know that it ain't no gun they make that can kill my soul. All we wanna do is take the chance. See yo. All we wanna do is be free. All we wanna do is take the chains off. All we wanna do is be free. All we wanna do is take the chains off. Can you tell me why? Every time I step outside, I see my people die. I'm letting you know that it ain't no gun they make that can kill my soul. All we wanna do is take the chains off. All we wanna do is be free. I shouldn't have pressed play.
Woo! Now, that wasn't trash. That was beautiful.
You are now about to witness
KWCP.
Okay, party people in the house.
Classic hip hop and much more. 98.9.
The Righteous Hour. This is the Righteous Hour.
Bring it back down, bring it down. We're gonna go up 3, 2, 1.
Bring it back up. The Righteous Hour. This is the Righteous Hour.
Bring it back down, bring it down. We're gonna go up 3, 2, 1.
When I say I love you, say mom. I love mom. I love moms. I think God took the fragrance of a flower, a pure white flower which blooms not for world praise, but which makes sweet and beautiful some bower. The compassion of the dew which gently lays reviving freshness on the fainting earth, and gives to all tired things new birth. The steadfastness and radiance of stars which lift souls above confining bars. The gladness of fair dawns, the sunset's peace, contentment which no travel rounds ask no release. The life which finds its greatest joy in deeds of love for others. I think God took these precious things and made of them mothers. But what is a mother? A mother can be almost any size or any age, but she won't admit anything over 30. A mother has soft hands and smells good. A mother likes new dresses, music, a clean house, her children's kisses, an automatic washer, and daddy. A mother doesn't like having her children sick, muddy feet, temper tantrums, loud noise, or bad report cards. A mother can read a thermometer and, like magic, can kiss a hurt away. A mother can bake good cakes and pies, but likes to see her children eat vegetables. A mother can stuff a fat baby into a snowsuit in seconds and can kiss sad little faces and make them smile. A mother is underpaid, has long hours and gets very little rest. She worries too much about her children, but she says she doesn't mind at all, and no matter how old her children are, she still treats and thinks like them as her little babies. She is the guardian angel of the family, the queen, the tender hand of love. A mother is the best friend anyone ever had. A mother is love. So once again, when I say I love you, say mom. I love mom. I love moms.
We're back.
Oh, wait, looks like it's time to investigate the rhyme scene. And today's topic is going to be mothers.
What about mothers?
Oh, well, I don't know.
Mother's Day is tomorrow.
Yeah, Mother's Day is tomorrow. That's why our topic is mothers. So I guess we can start off with the quote. Have you ever heard the quote, Mama's baby, Daddy's maybe?
I have not.
Daddy's what?
Never heard
Daddy's
it.
maybe.
I don't get it.
You don't get that?
Oh. Because it may or may not be your dad.
One time, my dad, like, this was recent too. This was like 2 months ago. My dad said he wasn't my dad, but he was just kidding. But I thought he was being serious.
I ask my parents all the time if I, like, and I asked my mom if I was adopted, would she tell me? And she was like, no, probably not.
Yeah, that's because you are adopted.
No, I'm not. I've told the story about how I'm technically the oldest child. Because I was first. And then when I was about 1 year old, somebody dropped a 2-year-old baby up at the door. And then we took him in, and that came to be Norrell. So really, he's adopted.
Nah. I was first. I already know how it happened. See, I was about 1 year old, almost 2. Life was great.
You remember?
Yeah, I remember. Life was great. And then Mama said, how would you like to have a little sister, Norrell? I said, no thanks. And then, but then we just went to the store and then got Jamie. She was in one of the aisles. Yeah, she was at Walmart. She was in the toy aisle. And then we picked her up.
That's what happened?
That's what happened.
Well, my older brother really is adopted, so we don't even have to have that argument.
Yeah, so is my younger sister.
Oh, yeah, we both got families with adopted children. Hashtag adopt them kids.
What about you, TJ?
Did we introduce our guest, TJ?
His name's TJ.
TJ. He's like one of the best rappers at Central. Am I right?
Oh, thank you. Yes.
Yeah, he's one of the best, not the best. You know, because you got the best sitting in the room. But he could be...
TJ.
Nah.
TJ.
CEO is the best. He's arguably number 2, though.
That's not the topic.
Yeah, let's move on to the next thing. So, what is you guys' most funniest memory of your mother?
Well, my mom was just funny. Because, like, you know,
Funny
whenever...
looking.
Oh, wow.
No.
CEO's getting grounded tonight.
It's funny, like, when she dances. It's funny when she hears music and she nods her head and she laughs. She just does a lot of funny things. But I wouldn't say it's, like, you know, her trying to be funny.
Q Square?
I'm in the same boat as Jim. My mom does funny stuff all the time. I guess the 2 most recent things, we were in the store getting some groceries, and some music came on the thing in the store.
Yeah.
And then my mom started dancing, and out of nowhere she just started dabbing, like, and it was not a dab, it was just a failed attempt at a dab. And so my sister and I walked away from the checkout aisle, and we walked outside and acted like we didn't know our mother.
It's embarrassing, am I right?
Yes,
that's
it was
funny.
Extremely. No, it's just
wild.
sad. It's just sad.
Yeah, it is.
I got a funny memory. It was like, I got a whole bunch of funny memories with my mama. Cause my mama is so funny. So I was walking and I said, "Hey mom, I love you so much." And she said, "Narelle, get away from me. I hate you." I said,
I knew you was going to say it.
But why? I just said I loved you, Mom. And then she said, "Because you get on my nerves, and I wish you wasn't born." I was like, whoa, don't say things that you can't take
No, Real
back.
always tells that story.
He
about
always
how
tell
mama
that
said
same
that.
story. He be like, well, my mama said she hated me one time.
So what
She
is
did.
something that y'all mothers always say?
No, TJ didn't go.
Oh, yeah, I didn't go neither. I don't know. My mama, I guess I don't got no fun. Well, my mama, the funniest thing about my mama really is her and my brother. Like, my mama and my brother got a funny relationship. Like, my brother is 9, and my mama is almost 40, but they like best friends though. And so like sometimes they wear matching outfits, and like they be having little inside jokes that I don't understand. And so I guess it's just funny how they got such a close relationship. I love my grandma. I love my grandma.
I mean, I got a funny story of my mom from when we were kids and we were all gathered for Thanksgiving, and I guess I was arguing with one of my cousins, and the way the house was set up, it was like the kitchen and then the living room, but it was just like a little part right there, but they could still hear it.
Yeah.
And I guess I cussed, and out of nowhere,
Yes.
I just heard my mom's voice, and she screamed my name in front of everybody. And so she came in there, and at the time it wasn't funny because I was mad. She smacked me, and then like the way she threw me, like she picked me up and threw me across the room.
Oh man.
It was just
She's
embarrassing.
strong.
Everybody was laughing, and then I guess I was like, "I love you," and she was like, "Boy, you don't love me, you love to cuss." And then long story short, the next day we was talking about it. She was just throwing shade in front of my family, and it was just hilarious.
Isn't it ever funny to y'all when your parents be like frustrated with your other siblings?
Yes.
It's funny when they be frustrated with me.
Yeah, it's funny, especially my dad. Whenever I be doing something, he be like, Paige. Like, it'd be so funny to see him frustrated. I guess that's a bad thing. They would like to see our parents mad, but it'd be funny. What is something that your mother always says?
My mama always says about that plan. Whenever something don't go right, she be like, "That's because they be about that plan." And I be like, "Mama, can I do this now? Because you be about that plan." Like, that's what she always says.
What about you, Q Squared?
Well, for the past 2 years here lately, I've been hearing a whole lot of Tegan! Tegan! You too loud! Tegan! Pack your bag!
Pack your bag.
But that's all I've been hearing for the past 2 years.
That sounds just like her.
Not Tegan.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay, I got another funny story.
You sure she don't be like, "Johnson, sit down"?
Nah, she be like, "Johnson, come rub my feet." But I be like, nah, see, that's what the younger siblings for.
That is what the younger sibling for.
I got another funny story, and Tegan's gonna kill me for this, but one time, Tegan got in trouble. I don't remember what she did, but I think she, like, was supposed to do her chores, and my mom, like, asked me if she finished her chores, and she said yeah, and she didn't. So my mom went in, and she went in her room and in the kitchen, because those are 2 of the areas that she's supposed to take care of, and they were a mess. So my mom came in my room, and she said, "Okay, Chauncey, we gonna play a trick on T. all right, so I'm gonna go get this suitcase and I'm gonna put it on the bed and I need you to play along. And I was like, okay. And me, when I do jokes, I go like above and beyond. I have to like play the role. So Tegan came in and the suitcase was on the bed and she was like, what is this? My mom said, Tegan, get in here. So she got like so scared because like when she gets sad and scared, like her face looked like a little puppy dog.
Oh.
So she walked in there, she like peeked around the corner. She was like, ma'am. And she said, that's it. You don't take care of your business. She said, what? What? And mom was like, I'm dialing Miss Glenda right now. So she pretended to make the phone call. And I was like, Mom, what's going on? And she said, I'm calling Miss Glenda. Chauncey, go get the keys. You got to drop off. I said, Mom,
You gotta drop off.
I don't have a license. She said, I don't care. Oh my gosh, she got so sad.
Oh, why y'all doing Tegan like
Because Tegan does not respond well to positive reinforcement. So you have to like scare her in order for her to do right. Because we tried positive.
When did y'all tell her that it was a joke?
After she had all her bags packed up.
Oh, that's horrible.
Well, I didn't. Mom did. And she like when we play jokes, she gets so mad. Can't tell like who she looking at.
That's scary.
And then she like make it sound like.
She get possessed.
So.
What is the best trait of your mom?
Oh, I got this one. My mom is so caring. Like she's unbelievably
nice.
caring. It doesn't matter how much trouble I get, she's always there. Especially for my little brother.
Mine would have to be the way that my mom thinks, because if I have a question or something, like at Bible study or like after I hear a speech or something, and it's like kind of worded differently, like she understands how I think. We think similarly, and I think that's pretty cool.
The best characteristic of my mom, she has some like good work ethic. Like I think that I get my drive and my ambition from her. Cause she has so much of it. Like she's always sick and stuff, but she still like gets up and drives me and my brother around. She still goes to work, and so she got a real good work ethic.
I got something. The best trait of my mom would have to be her loving nature, because she just loves us so much, and we can feel the love all the time, and we just love her too.
Chauncey?
Well, that's a hard question because my mom has a whole lot of good traits.
No.
But the thing that there are two things that I admire most about her. One thing is that no matter the situation, she's always able to keep a level head, and she's not gonna lie to you because she was raised in a household where you keep things 100. You don't sugarcoat things, and my mom does not sugarcoat things at all, and that's why she's so hard on my sister, because she's used to things being sugarcoated, and then that she raised me so that if I get in a situation, I'm able to look at like the base of the problem. I don't have to go around. I can just look right at it and figure out how to solve it. And then the other thing, my mom does not look like what she's been through, but she has been to hell and back, so to speak. She's very strong. I admire her strength. Growing up with her in a single parent home while she's gone through all these different stages of her life where she's had different ailments and different illnesses. Had lupus since she was a teenager, which settled in her kidneys, so it makes her tired a lot of the time. And then also she had breast cancer when I was about 10, and that was pretty scary because the only two people in my family that I've known that contracted cancer had both passed away. And so 10 years old, that's a pretty scary thing to deal with. But she was able to keep a level head, stay strong, and always keep a smile on her face no matter the obstacle. So that's what I admire most about my mom.
Oh, I'm glad you went last.
All right, well, on that note, it's been a great rhyme sing, guys. So take us out, Q.
You are listening to the Writeous Hour.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You already know what it is. Got this special game, wordplay, wordplay, wordplay. Got this special game, wordplay, wordplay, wordplay. Got this special game, wordplay, wordplay, wordplay. Got this special game, wordplay, wordplay. Yo, it's your boy, Young CEO. You already know what it is. It's a fan favorite over here, Wordplay.
Yeah. It's like my favorite time. So today on Wordplay, we are gonna take a trip around the world, and me, no real. I'm bringing some nuggets. What are you bringing, Versatile? Wait, who's that? What was that knock?
Who's knocking on the door?
You gotta catch on. What? Who is that?
Hey, I'm in the door and I'm gonna bring. I came through the door this time. I'm gonna bring some paper.
No, you can't bring paper. What did you bring, Versatile?
I brought Vienna sausages.
She can bring that. What you bringing? Abs Truth.
I guess I'm bringing some bacon.
Nope, can't bring that.
It's forbidden.
Q squared.
Q squared is bringing cookies.
No, wait.
No.
Nah. Not for Q squared. What you bringing, Queen?
I'll bring some quail, even though I don't like it. But yeah, I'll bring some quail.
Hey, you can bring that. You can bring that. You can bring stuff you don't like. It's back on me. What am I bringing? I'm bringing some narts.
That's not even a word.
Narts is not a word. I thought that was a type of candy. Well, I'm bringing nerds. Narts is one too, but I'm bringing nerds. I'm bringing nerds.
Nerds ain't no.
What you bringing?
I think I'm gonna go and play my violin.
Yep, you can bring that.
Okay.
I'm bringing tuna fish.
No, you can't bring tuna fish. You can't bring tuna fish.
I'm bringing whatever CEO brings.
No.
Some nerds. Easy answer.
No, you can't bring what I'm bringing. What you bringing, Q squared?
Can I bring myself?
Yes. You can. You can. You catching on. You catching on. But not really.
Yeah.
All right.
No, we're not up here.
Yes. He was like, can I bring myself? Yeah, I'm in.
I don't know.
Somebody else, Knox. Somebody
He
else.
came in the building. You're welcome. I don't know about him, but you're welcome.
Who just walked in?
Hey, this is Stacy McAdoo.
What are you bringing, Stacy?
I
You came in the
heard
window.
y'all were going on a trip, right?
Yeah, what are you bringing?
I want to go. I'm going to bring some sausages.
You can bring that.
Okay. All right.
Stacy can bring sausages.
Okay. What are you gonna bring?
Norel, I'm bringing Norway Swedish candy.
Okay. Okay, what are you bringing?
What about that vest?
Oh yeah, it might get dangerous.
Yes.
Yeah, it might get dangerous. That type of vest.
Right.
All right. Ron Mack is gonna bring some roller skates.
Yup, he can bring that. He can bring that. Come on, Abs Truth and DJ Q squared, but just Q squared today.
Just Q. All right,
Abs Truth bring the American flag.
Yes, you can. You can. Come on, Q. You the only one not bringing nothing to the trip.
Get up here.
You know what? I just remember I actually got plans, so I can't go with y'all.
Okay, I'll bring Q.
Yeah, you can bring that, Queen.
Yep.
Let's see. What can Q bring?
Maybe he can bring some questions or something.
Oh.
You can bring questions.
That was poetry.
You can bring questions.
What else?
Oh, I love like eating like different birds. Maybe he could bring some quail.
I just said I was
Queen
bringing quail.
Oh yeah, Queen is bringing quail.
Even though I don't like quail, so you can bring the quail. I'll just bring you.
She's bringing Q.
I don't know what else he can bring.
I don't know what you can bring,
What
Q.
else?
I mean, they might have that. If we go to this one campground, they got this little building, and he can bring some quarters.
You know what?
can bring quarters.
Good.
You can bring quarters.
You
Okay.
can.
For the laundry.
Oh.
You get it? You get what you can bring?
Okay, you just now got it.
I think I don't know.
Well, what can you bring then?
What else can you
besides
What can you bring?
quarters and Queen with you?
Oh.
It's really nothing.
Yeah, it is.
We got a lot of thinking going on.
I know.
Oh, I know what you can bring.
Dun,
What can he bring?
dun,
He can bring a quart of milk.
Yeah.
You can.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm lactose intolerant.
Dun, dun, dun,
We gotta
dun,
see up here. A quart of milk.
dun,
Quarters.
dun,
Questions.
dun, dun,
Just
dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun.
Come on, Q.
Hey. You got it.
He got it. What?
Okay. What? Okay. Do you like Quaker oatmeal?
Yes, I do.
Can you bring that?
Yeah, I can bring some Quaker oatmeal.
Okay.
Yes,
what else?
you
What
can.
else? Now you got to come up with something.
Come on, Q.
Right. Get with the program. We're supposed to be seeing up here.
I can't think of anything.
gonna get cold?
Oh, I could bring a quilt.
He got it. All of us could bring something eventually. Yeah.
Eventually,
All right.
everybody can bring something.
Right, eventually. All right, yep, this has been wordplay. All of us have taken the trip with some items with us. Hopefully, you at home or in the car or wherever your radio is took the trip with us as well. This has been wordplay. You are listening to the Righteous Hour.
Okay, go back out the window.
Somebody throw him out the window. Always laughing, you know. It's the Abs Truth, and I'm here with the Comedy Corner. You know, we trying to always keep it funny. Yeah. Anyways, so, first joke of the day, guys. What do you get when you throw a piano down a mine shaft? What do you get? What do you get when you throw a piano down a mine shaft?
I don't
I don't even know what a mine shaft is. Okay.
Stair notes.
Just exclude Queen. She real stupid in the head. Anyways, you get a flat minor, guys.
Guys, you got flat minor.
Next joke of the day. What does Jesus do when he makes tea?
What does Jesus do when he makes tea? I don't know. He changes it from wine.
What? No.
He brews it.
He brews it.
They are horrible people. Sorry. Okay, this one's a riddle. A house is on fire. There are 3 rooms in the house. One room is filled with gold, one room is filled with jewelry, and one room is filled with money. What room did the police officers go to take the fire down?
The jury.
The gold.
I don't know. I still don't know.
It's like the easiest riddle you guys have ever heard. You want me to tell you what the answer is?
Yeah, too.
Police don't put out fires, guys.
I thought about that. Like,
Put out fires.
That's what firefighters do. These guys are pretty slow. Anyways, that's been the end of. This is gonna have to end out Comedy Corner.
what's up, y'all? This is Queen with Queen's Quotes. So, in honor of the beautiful Mother's Day that is tomorrow, we are going to have a quote. And it's really not a quote, it's really a definition. And it says, mother, which is a noun, by the way, means one person who does the work of 20 for free. And this quote means that, well, I feel like it means that mothers hold all of the weight and they do everything. And they don't ask anything in return. So, yes, that is one mother right there. Anyways, this has been Queen with Queen's Quotes.
Here we go. I painted planes across the blue sky. A sun in the corner that shine bright with kites and teens riding bikes. Rainbow popsicles and several 3-year-olds on tricycles. A husband and a wife skydiving. I subtracted the blood on the street where little Timmy seemed just asleep. The gunpowder that attacked the sky and the black guy running on feet. I painted black boys, little girls, and boys playing with ABC blocks, a teacher with red socks and the blue counting carpet. I subtracted that same teacher taking a narcotic. The SWAT team coming in saying that a bomb threat was called in. See, I painted. A happy rich family with a 26-room mansion and a handsome young male. A smiling wife in the fake green grass with the Mercedes-Benz. I subtracted a dad's anger with his glass of gin, a mother sitting up slaughtered next to her friend, and a son with his 36 revolving gun. See, I painted. Several college students having fun. A girl dancing with a guy body to body, a soft kiss on the cheek at the end of the party. I missed how the girl was raped and told that she was naughty after being held face down on the ground, and the guy smirked. I painted.
Oh my gosh, oh my gosh.
What's up? This is your girl, Versatile. And we about to shout some people out today.
Okay, so
What's been going on, y'all? Who we need to shout out?
Shout out to all the mothers for tomorrow, you know.
yes, I'm shouting out my mama because I
My
love
mother. My mom is better than
Shout
all
out
y'all.
to
No, I'm
Stacey
playing.
Mack, that
Shout out
number
to
one
all the
mom, you know.
mothers, all the
and then
beautiful
my
mothers.
second mama, McAdoo, she my mama too. She just don't know it yet.
Right.
You got somebody?
Yeah, I got two people. I'm gonna shout out my younger sister Tegan and Brielle.
Hey, queen, right?
That's right.
No.
You gotta shout out his mom.
Yeah, shout out to my mother.
Yeah, her too. Yeah, shout out to Chauncey's mom. She's a fan favorite.
Fan favorite.
Then you gotta shout out Osiris.
What?
You know what?
Okay, let's end this shout out.
I don't think CEO was a bird at first.
the dodo bird in?
You a big dodo.
Remember to
Follow us on
follow us
Instagram.
on Instagram at Righteous Radio. WRITEOUSRADIO. Righteous Radio.
Righteous Radio, you
This
heard?
has been you guys' shout out.
You gotta listen to us
Until
on radio.
next time,
Stay righteous.
I hereby pledge to write, recite, and ignite words to set fire to souls. Let my rhymes make lines wrap around the writer's block, till I scribble my way back to the page entry and flow ink on a stage witty. I give myself permission to jot through the journals of my mind to find that divine shine and be forever righteous.
What's going on?
The show over.
The show is over. Anyways, y'all, until next time, thanks again. Follow us on Instagram at Righteous Radio, WRITEOUSRADIO. Stay tuned. Until next time, stay righteous.
Send your comments, compliments, concerns, and questions to righteousradio@gmail.com. That is WRITEOUSRADIO@gmail.com.
Thanks for listening. This show was produced by the Backyard Broadcasting Network.
Brought to you by Backyard. 25 years of hip-hop hustle and still in business. The legendary Backyard, the authentic, independent brand for creative services. Express, entertain, empower. Music, writing, art, events, workshops, and forums. www.backyardonline.com 501-350-6646. That hiphop@gmail.com.